Good morning, it's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. Our school board has set out what we call board ends, and there's 6 board objectives, goals of the school. The makeup of this school is set up that the 5 Lutheran congregations, the Lutheran School Association churches, Mount Calvary, Concordia, Trinity, St. John's, and St. Paul's, they choose their board members. This is their school, and these 6 board ends are going to guide and direct everything that we do. So the very first board end that's in our policy manual is LSA students possess a personal faith relationship with Jesus Christ, a biblical worldview, and the necessary tools to impact the world for Christ. It's probably no coincidence that we've chosen this to be number 1. Not just 1 out of 6, but the most important board objective. What do we want to happen in this school? Education, certainly programs, a quality place to educate our kids. But when it comes right down to it, the only thing that is the most important, the only thing that matters, is that they know Jesus Christ. If you break down that board end, possessing a relationship with Jesus Christ is shown in our school through the culture, through the classes, as hopefully in every single one of our programs, we strive to bring Jesus Christ to our students. So board end number 2 is LSA students realize the full potential of their unique God-given talents and abilities within the academic, athletic, artistic, and technical spheres, and they're fully prepared for the next level of education or skill development. We've spent an entire Coffee with Mr. Karsten in the past talking about alignment. And so alignment really fits with this board end. We want our students to know that they have so much to offer. It's stewardship. It's the abilities and gifts that God has given to them. So realizing their full potential in every part of what's being offered at this school is really important. For them to bring their best, their God-given talents in all of the areas that are listed in this board end is critical. But it's also that fully prepared part. It's that our students are ready to go on to the next grade level. You can see that these board ends are all student-focused. Number 3 is no exception. The LSA students are equipped with the life skills necessary for success, both in terms of, number 1, fulfilling God's command to make disciples, but as number 2 would say, as well as the ability to carry out their temporal duties. We want them to be difference makers after Jesus has made a difference already in their lives through attending this school. We talk about living their faith, for them to know Jesus Christ personally first, and then to go out and live that faith, fulfilling God's command to make disciples. We talk about leadership. We talk about values and responsibility. We want them to live a productive life now and to be ready for that productive life into eternity. Number 4 is going to get into the school. So the LSA is the school of choice through 3 things: academic excellence, cutting-edge technology, and a developed campus. We don't want, and we are seeing in the Decatur area, we don't want just that LSA is a quality option. It is a quality option for families to consider, but it's not just that quality option. We're shooting for and moving toward, in this board end, that it is the most premier school in the Decatur area. Board end number 5 talks specifically about the relationship between the school and its member congregation churches, the 5 LSA churches. So the LSA develops, nurtures, and supports its relationship with member congregations. We've mentioned those 5 congregations in other YouTube videos: Mount Calvary, Concordia, Trinity, St. John's, and St. Paul's. We could not do near what we do without the support of those churches. I can't emphasize enough that this is their school. They choose the school board. A number of the financial dollars come from our churches. This is their facility. We need their support and value their support and appreciate the support that comes from the churches. It's their mission. and we are just humbled to be a part of an extension of those 5 congregations. The LSA has a sound financial model which takes into account the school ministry, the families, and the member congregations. Keeping God at the center of all that we do, we know He will provide. We're keeping in mind the school ministry, school families, and the member congregations as we make decisions financially. And those 3 areas are really, really important. If you just stopped with the school ministry and said, hey, we're just going to take all the dollars and we don't really care what the families think, and we really don't care what the churches are going to think, and we just said school, 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 that would improve the school in a lot of ways, but it would be at the expense of 2 important areas. We've got to have the families in mind when we set tuition and, quite frankly, when we collect tuition. It's very important that we make this affordable, but it's very important that we collect tuition on time and be responsible for that sound financial model. Financial aid for families has been a very strong component of this organization, and we will continue to do that. I would encourage families to talk with us, file for that assistance if needed, and understand that the dollar figure that comes into tuition aid is about $300,000 a year. So we are committed to that, and more what we're seeing is our donations from individuals are making more and more of that financial aid possible. But that third part in that board end is the member congregations. They already support this school and this ministry to a very large dollar figure, and we cannot keep raising that. We have to balance where all the dollars come from, and we have to balance these 3 areas that are going to be supported, all for a sound financial model to help all families that attend LSA. So blessed to be here at LSA and to see what God is doing. We give Him all the glory for everything that's going on. We end that way. To God be the glory.